Here's Benny Porter down the inside of Reynolds with a bit of a toe. Looks like they've definitely dropped Stubbsy this time, so they're probably away to fight for the win.
Did you notice how Ben didn't have the lead when they went over the finish line, that run down the straight?
That's right, and Daniel did when we saw him, but it depends on the run coming onto the straight. So we didn't see the lead onto that. Look at this group here, 4 wide into turn 1.
This is that crazy pack of drivers you wouldn't want to be in the middle of this one, would you?
Corinne's the woman in the group with the sense, and she's pulled in behind there and thought valour was the better part of discretion, or discretion's the better part of valour.
That's it, and that's what she normally does. We've raced wheel to wheel with Corinne, and she's an excellent, safe and fast driver.
Actually, she's in the top 10 again this weekend, which is excellent news considering it's the national round. Top class drivers, and she's had a year sabbatical.
That's right.
And she's got a 4-month-old baby that she's still feeding at the circuit, so fantastic effort. With distractions.
With distractions, that's right.
Okay, who's this next group coming in here?
Lachlan Higgins taking Pablo.
So is Pablo, has this group caught up to Lockie Higgins?
No, Lachlan's been making up places here, so he's on form. You're on fire, Lachlan.
So he's past that group. I wonder if now Pablo can hop behind Lockie and go with him and see if he can leave that group.
But Anthony Mitchell,
is he dropped?
He's ahead of Butcher. No.
Oh, excellent! That's great news. Anthony Mitchell starting to move forward in his new 1600. Butcher's got a bit of smoke coming out of there.
Well, it is a Steve Butcher car, isn't it? So, yeah, obviously Anthony getting some confidence in his car. So, a bit of forward progress going on there.
Bit of oversteer coming into the corner there from Stubbsy. I wonder if that's his issue or if it's just a heat issue. I know he had a bit of a heat issue in race 1 and dropped off for the lead.
The tyres must be going off, I reckon.
Okay, there's Gary Ogden up the inside of Simon Pace.
Look at this pack of cars.
That's a crazy pack, isn't it?
They've been all those
there's a lot of lockups coming into there by the look of it, or is that just Formula V?
Here we go.
Reynolds, he's very confident going up the inside. There's not much room there, but he still goes there.
But Ben did move over to the left to try, so as you can see there, moved over to try to cover that line, just delay that pass a fraction of a second.
In the background, you can see Kinsella's got the lead of that next group again as well.
Alright, obviously, but even on that run, Daniel couldn't quite get the lead over the line.
Over the line, yeah. Okay, here you go. He's 3
Shane
wide.
Hart, Darren Williams,
and
Gary Ogden. Gary's gone from the back of that pack right through the front in this race.
That's a fantastic effort. And look at there, that was Gary Ogden going around the outside of somebody there. There you go, Pablo back up the inside of
Lachlan Higgins.
He's doing a good job. He's coming up the inside, and he's Lockie going to try and do a braking duel. He's still there. You can see the shadows of the wheel.
That's over 170k with a little bit of an acceleration.
Who's confident under the brakes? We'll see coming in after we've watched the leaders come through. Reynolds and Benny Porter. Stubbsy there, he's a little bit wide. Didn't threaten the apex there too much on the entry, but he's got it on the exit, so that's a good way to do it. Okay, and here we go. Here's this next manic group coming in a second, and
here we are. Gary Ogden, Shane Hart, Simon Pace, Tim Hamilton, Lee Hemmings. And Corinne.
Corinne, she's done a fantastic job, considering that Timmy Hamilton was basically winning races or podium spots last year at this circuit.
And she survived being in the middle of that pack for the whole race.
There's Morgan Fremantle in his new car, still lining out some of the bugs, but he's doing a fantastic job. It's a great looking car there.
Lachlan Higgins, Pablo, Greg Wood.
Lachlan Higgins actually made
Smith.
A great amount of time off Pablo under brakes. So Pablo was a bit shy under brakes.
And probably a good way to be for his second race.
Here's Reynolds and Benny Porter coming into turn 9.
It'll obviously be between one of these two now.
All right, Kinsella's in front of these two, and Darren Williams has dropped off.
Keith Collinson, Jack Flood, and Darren Williams. Yeah, Darren's obviously moved back, but Michael looks like he's got 4th place.
Okay, you've got Gary Ogden leading this next group with Simon Pace and Shane Hart.
Oh, look at that. That was a tank slapper. Tank slapper from Lee. Was that Lee Porter?
Lee Porter, and actually the sister Jacer of Phil Oakes looked like it almost did the same thing.
Gee, I've never seen a motorcycle type tank slapper in a Formula V in that corner.
There you go. Here's Lockie Higgins, he's Pablo. Reynolds, we missed a straight down here. I wonder if Reynolds got the run on Benny and passed him before the line.
No, I think
he's got some margins. So
I wonder
if this line.
Yeah, this is that crazy mad pack, but Gary Ogden's not giving that position away.
Simon
and Shane are throwing everything that they've got at that Gary Ogden designed and built Corsica.
Simon actually had to lift into that corner there, so yeah.
Valour is the better part of discretion, isn't it?
There you go. Here's these two again, back in down here.
Wheel to wheel again.
See if Pablo can be a little bit braver under brakes on this occasion, because he certainly lost a bit of time last time around.
Reynolds is back to the lead. He's got a bit of a gap on Ben Porter. So will that gap hold out?
Okay, have we got how many laps to go there are?
I think there's about 2 laps to go, right? Jack Flood in that brilliant looking Sabre 02.
Is that Stubbsy?
Oh, obviously, that was Matt Stubbs. He's lost it on the exit of turn 2, on the entry of turn 3.
What happened there?
Oh, mate, I think his tyres have just gone off, you know.
Well, he looked like he was losing the rear end of the car earlier on in the race. So
is that an understeer spin or an oversteer spin? Who knows?
Looking at where he was on the track, it would have to be oversteer on the exit of... Because he was by himself as well, so it'd have to be oversteer on the exit of turn 2, because he didn't even make it to turn 3 yet. He could have put a couple of wheels on the dirt too.
Well, maybe that's what he did. He's obviously a very hard driver, but they don't come with four-wheel drive, these Formula Vs.
No, here's Phil Oakes here with the cockpit... what is it? Cockpit reduction air pressure apparatus.
Device, that's right.
The crapper slot on the back.
That's right.
Okay, here's Pablo. So Lockie Egan's still got him under brake. So Lockie's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, but he's just gone a little bit
another
wide.
car off the circuit there. That was
No, that was
Lee,
Phil Oakes.
or was it Phil Oakes?
That was Phil Oakes. Lost it on the
So
exit of
the
turn
crapper
5.
wasn't working for him around turn 5. And Pablo's got the inside on turn 6.
Have you ever seen two cars go side by side around turn 7 in the 20 years of racing at Eastern Creek?
Well, no.
This is the first time.
Okay, so what do we got here? We got Kinsella's lost a spot to Heathy, and actually Darren Williams has probably made a little bit of ground back up to that group as they're
Was that
battling.
a brake lock-up or an oil,
I think it's
oil trail?
Yeah, oil trails. A lot of these Formula Vs all do a little bit of oil as they gear down.
And Gary's still ahead of Shane Hart and Simon Pace.
There's the last
Here
lap
we go.
forward.
Last lap, last run.
Oh no, sorry, checkered flag. Here you go.
And
who won that? Let's go. Let's have a look on board. There's Reynolds. There's
Look.
he
That looked to me. I wonder how many zeros.
He's still got third. Fantastic effort.
I wonder
Here
how
you
many.
go, Heathy. There's Kinsella.
Heath
got ahead
Kinsella,
of,
Mark Kinsella, Jack Flood.
Okay, so let's have a look at the.
Another
the
excellent
results.
race. Another super close finish. Who took the win?
Oh, it was Benny Porter's got it by. It must be.
Hang on, that's 0.001 of a second, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Close enough. Daniel Reynolds
Too many
second,
zeros.
Stubbsy third, Heath Collison fourth, Kinsella fifth in his second engine. Jack Flood sixth, Darren Williams seventh, Gary Ogden eighth, Shane Hart ninth, and Simon Pace took home 10th. 1200s.
Stephen Butcher, first place, ahead of Bruce Perry, Bernie Cannon, Michael Gale, Jeff Passingthwaite, and Rod Cowell from South Australia. Great to have them all here at this race meeting.
Okay, next round is Wakefield Park at the end of April.